Hey, what's up guys? It's Chris from Daily Tech. Welcome to the Extras. This is the side of Daily Tech that's totally unscripted where I can just talk to you about anything that I feel like. And if you've ever wondered how tough your Huawei phone is, specifically your Nexus 6P, but you didn't want to drop it to find out, well, I have good news for you. I did drop mine and I found out just how tough this thing is. So here's what happened. I was out shooting the video for the DJI Osmo, which hasn't been uploaded yet. And the Osmo is a stabilized camera that has a phone holder that lets you put your phone in to see what's actually being recorded because it doesn't have a screen of its own. So I was using my Nexus 6P to control the Osmo, and when I tried to pop it out, it's kind of a snug fit since it's a phablet, it slipped out of my hands and fell right onto the pavement, and it hit right on a corner. Unfortunately, this phone was not wearing a case. It was completely naked, which is very bad news. And actually, I tried to get a case. I ordered one of the new Google Live cases, but instead of shipping in a couple of days like I was hoping, it's gonna ship in a couple of weeks, which really sucks. Aside from just dropping $500 worth of expensive phone, the reason this was bad for me is because I use this phone to control everything in the studio, from lights to cameras to smart connected devices like the Echo or the Chromecast. It basically runs the show. So getting a new phone, getting it all set up, that'd be a huge pain and kind of expensive, and I didn't know what I would find. I was scared to find out when I tried to turn it back on. So when I picked up the phone and inspected the damage, it had hit directly on one of the corners, and thankfully there was just a little bit of a dent and a little bit of chipped glass on the screen nearby. But other than that, it seemed to be in pretty good shape, except for when I tried to turn it on and realized that it was totally off, and I thought it was maybe dead from the drop. Thankfully, everything looks like it's in really good shape, and there's just a little bit of cosmetic damage, which is pretty cool. The reason that I'm kind of impressed is that my old iPhone 6 Plus slipped out of my pocket when I sat down on my porch, and it fell a couple of feet, and then it fell a couple more feet into some rocks. So it hit concrete and then rocks, and it fell in a similar way, hitting the top near the corner. And I actually made a video about taking that into the Apple Store and getting it repaired and what it costs and all of that, so you can check that out if you're interested. But basically it left a nice big crack all across the top of that screen. And so to have something similar happen on this build and have it come through in pretty good shape is really awesome. So lesson here, always wear a case. I really hate cases because no matter what they look like, they're just not as good as a naked phone. And also Google, what is wrong with you for taking so long to ship my case? If you had just shipped it sooner, this would never have happened. Obviously, when something like this happens, I don't like it, but being a tech reviewer, it's almost good because it's not something that I would do on purpose, but when it happens, I can share that experience with you guys and help you make a good, informed purchasing decision. So if you're looking for a tough phone that's just tough without a case, it's hard to go wrong with the 6P or maybe any of the upcoming newer Huawei phones. Yeah, I know this is no sort of bend test or torture test. This is a real world test, and good job Huawei. You guys really nailed a solid build on this product. All right guys, that's it for this video. Hit subscribe if you want more content like this, just everyday stuff that happens to happen to my tech that I can share with you, plus other stuff like reviews and lists and all that. Also, make sure you're following me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. There's lots of cool content there that you would never see otherwise, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. Later.